Oh man. All right. Oh guys. Like, can we rush to the Spurs talk today? First off, can you hear me okay? And yes, we will, because I'm super, like, today was a weird day, y'all. It was a very weird day. Very strange. 4 a.m, my smoke detector went off. It just absolutely went off. Very stressful situation. There was no smoke, but very stressful. And I just got back from the gym. But yeah, I was up so early, bro. It went on for like 40 minutes of me trying to fix it because I'm like, what is going on? It had batteries. I don't know why it was going off. It was just it was so loud. It drew me crazy. You can't even see in my eyes. Like, I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy. What's up, man? As you see, I changed the camera angle. I think I'm gonna change it more like right in front, but as of right now, that's how it is. I want it to be darker than this, honestly. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Oops. Wait, was that it? Oh man, hey dude, what's up, man? Did the stream just start? Yeah, we literally just started. Ugh. Look different from the front view. The reason why I look different from the front view is because you're not used to this. It's always been to the side. But I'm gonna change it. Like, I want to put it there. I just thought it looked weird. Just got off work. That's cool, man. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so let's go through this. All right, so we got quite a bit, guys. Chat, there's quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's kind of overwhelming. Breaking news. No real breaking news, but a lot of news. Okay? Yeah, there's not a lot of breaking news, but there's a lot of news nonetheless. And I want to get through this because I had a long day. You can see I am sleepy. So I want to get this out the way. We gotta go live and go through these. But I want to start with this one because I thought this was the most interesting. Shams. Wait. Oh, my stream deck, I mean, isn't on. Hold on, I gotta do it this way. All right, Shams. So this is what Shams had to say. A whole lot of nothing. So if you caught this, I don't know if you guys saw this, but this was on Twitter, obviously. And look at Amon Shumpert when he mentioned where KD can land. Pay attention to Shams' face, okay?
I think he would only want to be playing for a championship, and that makes the most sense in Minnesota, right? But we're talking about a basketball point. I think that him being in San Antonio and just having that coaching, having that organization behind him. You talk about keeping a guy healthy.
You see that?
Talk about making sure a guy doesn't play too many games, know the ups and downs at the end of the career. I think they just understand.
His immediate reaction when he says San Antonio. Now, Shams, he's been giving us things all over the place, right? Like, obviously, he wants to be the one to break it. Like, he's the new Woj. So when it goes down, he'll be the first to put it out there, right? But we should know pretty quickly. Like, I'll tell you this right now. I'll know pretty early. He has no poker face. No, like, you can tell he obviously wanted to say something. Like, as soon as he says San Antonio,
and just having that coaching, having that organization behind him.
Now, it goes deeper, right? So after this got released, or Spurs Interaction posted this, Amon Shumpert reposted it, and he said, "I know what Shams wanted to say. Gonna be a great summer." And there's even more to that, okay? Because people said, well, he wants to play for Pop, okay? No Pop, no go, right? And this is what Amon Shumpert said to that. I played with D Fox. Now, I didn't understand this at first. I didn't quite understand why he said that. I'm like, okay, play with. And then it dawned on me, oh, you know a little info, huh? Like, you know a little, you've been talking to De'Aaron Fox. So all this points towards the San Antonio Spurs grabbing him. But if you look at what Shams had to say, Shams has been, I don't want to say all over the place because he hasn't been all over the place, but he's been saying, like, you know, at one point he didn't mention the Spurs. He said that we weren't in the conversation basically because the Minnesota deal was just that good. And then KD, obviously his camp countered with, oh no, I'm not going to sign long-term with Minnesota. So then that kind of put the ball back in our court. So it's a lot of like back and forth. You know what I mean? It's a lot of back and forth. But I think Shams is just kind of building up the anticipate. I cannot speak today. You know the word I'm looking for. I am too sleepy. You know what I'm saying. Clam before dinner is insane. You have no idea how hungry I am. Okay? I am hungry. But this is important. So I just wanted to show you guys this. This was something that should probably get us pretty excited. I've seen a few fans, I'll be honest with you, I've seen a few fans that were basically like, I don't want KD. And I don't quite understand what the issue is. Like, I saw people talking as if it's a this or that. Like, they were like, I don't want KD because I want to build for the future. But from what we know the Spurs have put forward, there's a bunch of players on this team that are untouchable right now. Fox, Wemby, Castle, and Sochan. Those four right now are untouchable. And matter of fact, three of those, I mean, obviously we just got Fox, so I'm just going to say three of those have been untouchable almost since day one, right? So like the Spurs aren't trading those guys away. So I don't quite understand people's fear of this. And also what's being presented is like the 14th pick and some second round capital. So what's the big deal? Harrison Barnes being traded off is not that big of a deal. I know a lot of people will be upset about Keldon, but guys, Keldon Johnson, I'll just be honest, I don't really think that he fits with the team that well. And Keldon, I mean, at personality wise he does, but on the court not so much. But Keldon Johnson for KD, like, that seems fine. I don't know. I think Devin Vassell, he's going to be the driving point, though. It's really going to depend on how bought in they are on Devin Vassell. Because a lot of the offers that they've been given so far, from what we know of, are kind of similar to ours. Now, if the Houston Rockets go out of their way and they're like, hey, I want to trade away Jabari Smith, then I think we're kind of screwed. But as we know right now, they've been pretty chill on that. Like, they don't want to touch it. That's a steal the heck. Yeah, that's what's been going around. It's a crazy steal. It's like Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, 14th, and second round picks. It's like nothing. And we got a lot of those. We got like 4 2026 second round picks. We're not going to use them. I figured the worst, Devin, KJ, and future first. I think Harrison Barnes fit. Like, I think if the Spurs get KD, I already said we're a playoff team. I think that we're a deeper playoff team than we were prior. So if you bring him on and then you keep Harrison Barnes right now fits better with the team. It's just long term, you know, that's going to be pretty short. So I think that's kind of a W if you can keep Harrison Barnes. I'm assuming they will want Harrison Barnes because the Suns been kind of strange. Like, the whole reason they didn't trade KD with us at the trade deadline is because they expected to be in the playoffs and make some noise, which I don't know why. So they've been kind of strange. They overestimate their guys sometimes, but new GM, who knows? Don't know why Phoenix wants young players. They're going to suck next year. I don't know what Phoenix is up to. I have no idea. It's a little unpredictable with the new GM. I don't know what he'll go for. But they are searching around, but luckily for us, KD made it very difficult. Very difficult. Him saying that he wants it. This is the same thing I mentioned about Giannis, right? The whole reason why I went off of the Giannis stuff, I got off of it, is because Giannis never said explicitly that he wants San Antonio. Which, if he doesn't do that, then it's just a full-on bidding war, and we're not going to win it. Well, we could win it, but we shouldn't. We shouldn't even bid at that point. You know what I mean? Clay, look what I tagged you in. Okay, we'll take a look at that. But yeah, but Sham's giving us hints, and Shumpert is as well. But I guess we just got to be patient. Guess we have to wait and see. All right, look what you tagged me in. All right, let's see. What's your name on here? What hints? I just went over it. The way he looked at the screen when Shumpert mentioned the San Antonio Spurs is where KD can go. What did you tag me in? What's your name on here? Oh, you just got here? Well, I'm very low energy because I'm very sleepy. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah. Yeah, what's your name on Twitter? Because I'm talking to Fachi? Are you Morgan? Oh, I think I had a tab for this already. Was it this one? Yeah, it was this tab. Is this what you're talking about? Okay. What if we go after JJJ? Oh, is he available? Jaren Jackson Jr. How much would he cost? I don't know what it would cost to get Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, Grizzlies going in full rebuild mode again. Which they gave it a good shot. You know, they gave it a good shot. It's probably good to jump on that now, because I think they gave it a pretty decent shot. Jaren Jackson Jr. doesn't rebound. Well, I mean, the idea is that he will be a backup, but like Jaren Jackson Jr., that's a really expensive backup. Which I guess backup centers are pretty pricey in the NBA. I don't hate it. I like Jaren Jackson Jr. It's Joseph John. Oh, okay. So you didn't tag me. Hold on. So that's someone else tagging me. Let's see. Where is it? When did you tag me? Tell me in the chat what it is. Let's go to this segment about the Raptors. Just tell me what it is. What is it about? It's from Full Court Pass as well. Full Court Pass. Oh, was that just on that? Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh. Is this legit? Per Gambo. There's a lot coming out of the Gambo camp. And I don't know how to feel anymore. That's a lot coming out of Gambo camp. I don't know. I don't know if that happened. But if they get, if Jabari Smith is on the table, I don't see how we win. I don't know. I had to see him actually saying it. I'd rather have Şengün if I'm the Suns. I'm sure that they asked about that. There's no way. Oh, there's one saying clip of him saying it. This one doesn't have one. Hold on. I don't know. Cat. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea. And then here's another one. According to Gambo, the Raptors offer to Phoenix Suns. I don't know, man. Why is it only coming out of his camp right now? That's so weird. Clan Windhorst said this morning on the NBA Today that the Spurs will stay put and go after an even bigger star than Durant. Who? Who would they go after? Who's a bigger star right now that will be available? And why do that? We don't need a bigger star. Yeah, I agree. Why would you? Jaylen Brown is not a bigger star than KD. You saw what Bane got traded for? Contextually, yeah, he got traded. I mean, it's obviously ridiculous, but they were trying to offload KCP. So that's a big part of that. But yeah, for unprotected, that's too many. Luka to San Antonio. Luka would be the perfect one. Luka would be the perfect one. And seeing Luka play with Sochan would be really funny. Because Sochan pisses him off all the time. No, you don't want Luka? From a basketball point of view, Durant works. Durant works. I want Durant. Like, if we're going to do this, I want Durant right now. Someone would have to suggest a player to me where I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm cool with it. Luka to San Antonio, 2026 free agency. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to. I was going to do a segment on this, but honestly, this is too. It's too much information coming out of Gambo, y'all. I don't know how to feel about it. It's way too much information coming out of Gambo. But guys, I do want to talk about this. Once again, sorry for the low energy. I am very sleepy. Dude, I'm used to the camera being over there. I looked over there, and it's right here now. I am very sleepy, okay? If people in the chat, if you don't know, literally my smoke detector went off at like 4 a.m. in the morning. So I am very sleepy. But we're here. We're here nonetheless. Whew. My boy Sochan. His shot has improved significantly. And one thing that kind of bothers me is I've seen a lot of people bring up like the hitch is finally gone. Thank God the hitch is gone. But I'm not a basketball expert, okay? I'm not a basketball expert. And I have no way of knowing this for sure until Sochan or a coach actually brings this up. But I'm assuming, this is my assumption, okay? Because of how the Spurs have been treating Sochan so far, my assumption is that it's building blocks, right? And I think that maybe possibly that hitch was just so he could emphasize the amount of arc that he needs to put on the ball. That's what I'm assuming, okay? Because I'm just making an inference based on other things that we've seen from him, where it's like building blocks. Him going up to the free throw line and shooting with one hand, right? Like that's all. Good God, I can't say anything, bro. Bobby, I can't say anything. I can't say anything. I can't say anything. So he ain't gonna be 25, 26% this season? Or 35, 36%? That would be insane, bro. That would be insane. Yo, Clan, will you ever accept your baldness? I'm not bald. I got a lot of hair. See? It's a lot of hair, man. It's pretty long. I need to, I really need to, what's it called? Get it braided. You're balding. No, I'm not balding. All right. So anyways, so I was just saying that I think that there's building blocks to this, and we can see the outcome, right? This is a lot of hard work, and it actually looks like a really good jump shot. It looks very smooth. Oh. Is that Tyler Crater? And the most important thing about this is just how comfortable he looks. Now, I'm not expecting Sochan to be, you guys said 36%. That's pretty high. I'm not expecting Sochan to be like the best 3-point shooter in the world or nothing like that. We just need him to be able to knock him down if he's open, right? Like keep the defenses honest. That's all you really need from him, just to keep them honest. The good thing about him is he's willing to take those shots. There's been too many times where he's drawn like Ben Simmons comparisons, but the difference between him and Ben Simmons is Ben Simmons just not willing to take those shots. Shoot, I would even go as far as to like Trey Jones, right? We all knew Trey Jones was not a good 3-point shooter, but Trey Jones, throughout his career, he has not taken a lot of threes, or he's not willing to put them up. But Sochan, he's been willing. This season in particular, it hasn't been a crazy number that he shot, but in college, he tries. And then, especially his first couple seasons, he'll shoot it. If he's open, he'll shoot it. So we'll see. 35-36% is reasonable on low attempts, mind you. 1 to 2 3-point attempt. Okay, I can see that. And he's going to be some really good looks, because this team is very dynamic. Like, we have a very dynamic team. He's going to get open looks. He's going to get some really good looks. Sochan is going to be able to fit in really well with what's going on. It should be pretty easy for him, or easier than it's been in the other years. And him having competent point guards around him is going to help a lot too. Like, I don't think that there is I don't think that there's a mistake, right? That, or a coincidence that when he got CP3, all of a sudden he's like top of the league in pick and roll finishes. Like, he can fit more into his role perfectly. Now we just add those 3-point shooting attempts, and he's a monster. He's a monster. I saw one article that said like San Antonio Spurs star Jeremy Sochan, and I forgot what it was talking about, but I wouldn't call him a star. And I don't think he'll be a star, but he'll definitely take like a Draymond Green type role, which is just as important. You need role players. But if he gets to that level, like Patrick Beverley believes he can, yeah, we're looking at a very nasty team. But he doesn't have to be that. Spot up threes need to be practiced for sure. Oh yeah, he's not gonna be doing too many pull-ups. He won't be doing too many pull-ups. But it looks good. I'm just saying that the jump shot looks very smooth. It's fairly quick as well. This is the quickest jump shot I've seen. Like, keeping up with Sochan since day one and since Baylor, this is the quickest jump shot I've seen from him. He's just letting it loose. He looks good. He looks good. Pulling up from 3 is Wemby's job. Man, Wemby does not care, does he? He'll do it in a heartbeat, bro. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Oh, wait, there was another thing. Was it this one? Okay, all right, okay. This is gonna be a short one. All right, guys, short segment here. Short segment. I'm gonna say this right off the bat. If this is real, Suns are out of their minds. They are out of their minds. What the heck are they talking about?
I know our friends in San Antonio think the price is too high. And in the original discussions, including the number 2 pick and/or Stephen Castle, are not going very well on the Spurs end of the telephone. I can tell you that.
Are they serious? Number 2 pick? Are the Suns okay? The number 2 pick in Steph Castle. Now, what we do know about their GM is that he's a huge, like his role previously was basically evaluating talent from young guys and helping them grow, right? Like that's what he talked about in his interview. He said that that's what my role was, and he constantly he kept saying all these different roles that he had, but all of it centered around young guys knowing talent and building up that talent, right? So we know that's who we're dealing with. So I guess it makes sense for them to ask about Castle, for them to ask about the second pick. But like, the Spurs aren't Spurs Twitter, okay? Brian Wright isn't on Spurs Twitter, all right? Spurs Twitter will tell you there's too many guards and we need to get rid of one of those. That's what Spurs Twitter will do because they don't know what they're talking about. This right here is delusion. Absolute delusion. And I've seen Suns fans as well bring this up, like, oh, we could get Castle, we can get second. Do not just settle for the 14th. Are you serious? Rookie of the year and a star talent in Dylan Harper. If we're not willing to give you Castle, we're definitely not giving you Harper because Harper is going to be really good. I mean, and you guys think Castle's good? Harper is really good. That dude's bag is infinite. He has a counter. You know how when you watch, I'm not saying his game is super similar to this player, but you know how you watch Kyrie and Kyrie has a counter to a counter to a counter to a counter to a counter, where it's just like it looks like art out there, right? And he called basketball art, but it looks like art. It looks like art when he's on the court. That's how Dylan Harper is. He has a counter to a counter. Even when you think, oh, there's no way you're gonna score here, he has a counter for it. It's super impressive. Every single time when you're like, well, you're in a pinch, he finds a way to score. We should do a segment on that. We'll do a segment a little bit later on that. Because we'll do a separate video for it. Because there's a clip out there. I don't think I saved it though. I have to find it. But it's beautiful, man. It was just a one-on-one ball. Nothing crazy. It wasn't in a game. But you can watch his games and see he does it. But it's impressive. I try to tell people that Harper will be great. He's gonna Spice. Harper is going to be like a star, right? People give me so much flack for like how much praise I give Sochan, because obviously I'm a sucker for high IQ, great defensive players. Like that's what I'm a sucker for. But I have never said, and if I did, it might have been super early on, but I never said that he's a star, and I never say he's gonna be a star. I just said it doesn't matter. There's more elements of basketball than being Steph Curry and shooting a bunch of threes, right? Even Steph Curry, I would argue that, yeah, three-point shooting is obviously what he's expertise at, but there's so many other things that he does that created that champion, and there's other pieces to his team that created that championship dynasty. And I wouldn't say Draymond Green was like a superstar, or I wouldn't even say he was a star, really. But he's good, right? But Dylan Harper, so when I say somebody's going to be a star, I really do mean it. Dylan Harper is going to be a star. And I don't even think it's like a question. I will be shocked. I will be baffled if he doesn't have like multiple all-star appearances in his future. He's that good. You think he'll start? Yeah, he should start. I think it makes sense for our team for him to start. It's going to be interesting because I would have a better, like, I guess I would know like 99% what's going to happen if it was still Popovich coaching. And obviously our front office is going to take a back seat and allow Mitch Johnson to do his thing. But I don't know what direction Mitch will go in. This past season, he's leaned a lot on his veterans. But I think Dylan Harper starts. Like, I think it makes the most sense for him to start. What's his player comps? Hold on, we can bring up his player comps. We'll see what they say. I'll see if I agree with it. I never really thought about it. Harper comps. Ringer posted something. CBS usually pretty decent. All right. Let's see. Cooper Flag, Scottie Pippen, Karolinko. That's actually not that bad, honestly. K. Cunningham. That's a really good comparison. They're never accurate. I don't know. What did... Hold on. We could test this out. Steph Castle player comp. It should be Derek White. I think Derek White's a good comp. A little bit. Player comparisons. RJ Barrett and Bruce Brown. Okay, you might be right. I do think K. Cunningham is a fine comparison. But this is weird. That's a weird one. Someone said Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler ain't too bad. Yeah, Bruce Brown. That's a weird one. Hold on. I always said his ceiling is SGA, but I don't think Castle will get there. But that's just based on his frame, based on his defense, his patience, how poised he is, physicality, all that good stuff. I don't know why I won't go to the next slide. Here we go. Ceiling Spurs era DeJounte Murray. Okay, you guys are absolutely right. We're not looking at these anymore. Don't listen to comps. Just listen to our hearts, okay? Don't listen. Oh, my God. Good God, bro. Are we serious? Spurs era DeJounte. Are we serious? His ceiling is DeJounte Murray. Are we for real, bro? Underrated take. Castle compares to Vince Carter. Oh, my God. Listen to your claim. Yeah. Just listen to your hearts. There's no way. These are awful. Yeah, these are awful. You're right. Screw it. I do think Cade Cunningham's not a bad one. It's not terrible. But yeah, don't do it. Did Patty Mills retire? That's a good question. Did he? I have no idea. I don't think he did he? Not every player like mentions when they retire. Or they'll like take a year off and then you're like, yeah, I'm retiring. Fox should not be traded. Ooh, who wants to trade Fox? Yeah, you don't trade Fox. I don't think people really realize how great Fox is going to be with Wemby yet. They have not been able to play together yet. It's been like, what, a few games? 6 games maybe that they played together? If that, did they play 6 games together? Oh, they're going to be really good. They're going to be really good. It's a top 5 point guard in the NBA. 8 games? Okay. I thought it was 6. Anyways. Sometimes we get in these segments and I forget how it even started. What was this one about? Was it the trades? And how crazy they are? Suns are crazy. I think that's what this one was about. Suns won number 2 pick. Oh, okay. Yeah, we were right. All right. So, next order of business. All right, guys. More teasing about the whole is KD going to San Antonio. Here's another teaser. All right. So shout out to Cameron for posting this. Someone tagged me in this though. Who tagged me in this? Hold on. Okay, the Hoopster tagged me. Shout out to the Hoopster. So Hoopster tagged me in this, and I wanted to read through this because this person says some interesting things that I'm not aware of. But hey, you can take it with a grain of salt, but interesting nonetheless. So this is from a podcast This is what they had to say. Is that wait, is that the YouTuber? Is that who I'm thinking? What's his name? What's this guy's name, guys? What's this guy's name? No, that's not. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. It looks just like Kenny. Yeah. Is that him? Huh. That's him, right? Okay. Sorry, I'm getting speed. No, that looks like that looks nothing like I Show Speed. Yeah, it's him. Oh, okay. Cool. It's probably a pretty good podcast then. I never actually watched it. It's called Numbers Board. Let's see.
Based off what I've heard, is 35 available for him to wear in San Antonio? Or is he going to wear number 7?
That's funny.
Based off what I've heard.
So basically, I sent it. So basically what he said is it's a done deal. That's what this man has to say. I am not fully aware, this person. Cameron Teal here says, he says based on his sources, the only question is what number KD will be wearing in San Antonio. This person said, doubt it. Shams, this is why this discourse is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. This person said, doubt it. Shams has literally said we aren't we aren't aggressively pursuing him. Just because he wants to be here doesn't mean he'll end up here. I don't think that's what Shams said. Okay, the Spurs are pursuing. It's just we put our deal out there and it's nothing else. We're not willing to give anything else, and we have been in position in a way, and Brian Wright has maneuvered us in a way where we can sit back and we just say, you need us more than we need you, right? Like, that's the whole thing. That's the big deal with the San Antonio Spurs right now, is that we can sit back and say, you need us more than we need you, because we don't have to trade for KD. But the Spurs aren't losing much for not trading for KD, like, at all. Actually, we're not losing anything. We could very well move these pieces that we want to trade for KD and get some really good role players, right? Like, we don't have to go after KD. Yeah, exactly. We don't need KD. We don't need him. Does he add to the team? Absolutely. Would the Spurs be a deeper playoff team this season? Absolutely. Are we a finals team, championship team? I don't think so. But we would be a pretty deep playoff team, I would assume. But maybe we could. I mean, it's enough experience on the team, and Wemby is talented enough. Maybe you could get a championship out of it. But my timeline in my head is going to be a minute. So this person asked him, how much trust do you have in the source? And he said that he knew about all the KD stuff at the deadline before it was common knowledge, saying I'd expect KD be on a new team by the deadline, which a trade was done. KD just said no. He also knew about Fox wanting to go to San Antonio months before it happened. He works for ESPN. Okay, so this guy works for ESPN. Now, as far as the Fox wanting to go to San Antonio thing, how early did we know that? I feel like that was something that was discussed. I don't know if it was months before. Was it months before? It's quite a few things where it's like we talked about it before. Like the potential for getting Giannis, like we talked about that over a year ago. KD, he came up near the deadline, like a week or two before the deadline. I wonder about the Fox thing. Never heard of it. Okay, I mean, maybe that's like legit then, if this person knew that. Yeah, maybe it's legit then. But he's not the only one saying this, right? Like, we take this with all the information that we're getting right now. We haven't gotten anything that basically said the Spurs are out, right? It's been everything pointing towards our direction, and it's just a matter of, what's going to happen here. It's kind of one thing that really helps is not only the Spurs put forward a pretty decent deal for both sides. I mean, it's not a great deal for the Suns, what they gave up to get KD, but pretty decent, reasonable deal compared to what other people are giving them in our circle, like with the Heat and the Houston Rockets. As of right now, ours is pretty reasonable, and we're on par with those two. But with that being said, KD really did help. He really did help. Him saying that he wants to come to San Antonio, that helped like tenfold. Is KD agent from Clutch same as Fox? Does anyone know that, chat? I'm not familiar with agents. No. Kevin Durant's agent is not Rich Paul. It's a Rich, but not Rich Paul. Okay. Yeah, so no. Sean saying a KD trade to the Spurs is less likely than the other options. Yeah, it's just a matter of what they do. I think that the Houston Rockets are probably have the best shot if they include Jabari Smith. Honestly, probably Şengün. But we'll see. By the way, that won't be smart for them. I don't think they win with that, but that could just be me being a hater. Miami got nobody. Miami it's been so quiet with Miami. We have not heard a thing out of Miami. Sham says a lot of stuff. He's throwing so much out, which I think all of it has some truth to it. I don't think he's just like flat out lying. But he's throwing so many things out, and I don't know if it's like to do an M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end. I have no idea what he's doing here. Unless it's Sham's smokescreen. He's, I don't know, man. It's been a lot of it. It's been a lot of it. It's not that any of it doesn't make sense. You know, I'm sure that he's telling the truth, but it's so much where it's like, who does have the best shot? And maybe we don't even know yet, right? The stuff I've been hearing on my end, it has been back and forth. Like Wolves don't have a great shot because, well, I guess they do have a great shot if they're still willing to give up what they were wanted to give up for them. If they give up like their whole house for them, yeah, of course they can get them, but that would be really dumb on their part. Right? Because KD doesn't want to sign there. It'd be one of the most risky things you ever done. By the way, if Minnesota does get KD, we win. Just so you know that. We win if they do that. He'll end up, it's two things that can happen. Either he doesn't resign. Spurs can try to make a move for him, right? Either he doesn't resign, or he does do an extension with them, in which if he does an extension with them, we win, because by the end of his extension, they're probably going to fall apart, and right when they're falling apart is when we have the pick swap with them. So regardless, Minnesota is probably our best case scenario, and they also would be giving away their whole house, so they're not going to win, so it'll be easier to stomp on them when the time presents itself. Facts. Yeah. That's who you want to really grab them, honestly. If anybody in the West needs to grab them, I think that would be nice. Anyways. Okay, so has something else as well. Where is it? I don't know how many segments that is so far. What is this? I don't know. I wasn't aware of this one. Did someone tag me in this one? Why do I have this up? I don't know why I have this one up. Who tagged me in this? Was this sent to me? Okay. All right. So this is Brian Windhorst on the Kevin Durant situation. Let's listen what he has to say.
It's a real stare down. You know, Desmond Bane got traded for 4 first-round picks, and I see people saying, "Oh my God, if Desmond Bane gets traded for 4 first-round picks, Kevin Durant's got to get 6 first-round picks."
I hate that they're saying that, bro. That is not necessarily true. The situations are completely different, right? It's a completely different situation. It's not 1-to-1. They need to offload KCP.
No, you're not going to get that great of a package because the team paying for it isn't sure what Durant's going to do necessarily. And the teams that Durant wants to go to, Houston and San Antonio, for example, they're leery of paying a huge amount for a 37-year-old. Their whole teams are in their early to mid-20s.
Right.
You know? So you don't have alignment in making everybody getting on the same page. You know, what Durant wants, what the Suns need, what the teams want to pay
Right.
with the contract. I would not rule out the Suns not being able to get a trade they like and having to make a decision like, do we not trade him at all?
Man, that would be stupid. It's kind of the same situation with the Fox thing, right? You put yourself in this position, right? You can't feel bad for him. You put yourself in this position, but it might very well end up being like the Fox thing. You know what I'm saying? Dumb take. Oh, of them like not trading him away at all? I don't know if it's a dumb take. It might be okay, let's try to put a winning team together right now, and then maybe he'll stay if we're a playoff team or something. I don't know. They have to trade him though. But yeah, no, he let's see, Brian Hart says he wouldn't rule out the Suns considering keeping Kevin Durant. He's just bringing up how the deals suck right now. That's all. They have to trade him. Someone told me, they were like, they don't have to trade KD. I'm like, you kind of do. You kind of do. I mean, you either do it or you just lose. Like, there's nothing else to it, right? You don't really have a choice. I mean, you have a choice, but you don't. You know? It's the illusion of choice. You got to get something. But yeah. Just met Sochan and got an autograph for you, clan. Stop. But just in case you're telling the truth, P.O. box in the underneath the video. I need to push this too. Okay, I'm gonna push this. This is a segment. I'll push it in the middle of the segment. Go to the Discord. Join the Discord, y'all. Link in the description below. Go join the Discord. Okay? Please. I think we have... I don't have the Discord on my computer right now because I had to restart everything. Or I cleaned out the entire computer because it started running so weird. But I have about 900 something people in there. Like, we have quite a few people in there. So join it. It'll be really good for us all to be in Discord. I'm gonna start showing the Discord, while we're, live streaming at times. And also, I think it'll be really good because the draft is coming up. So you guys don't have to just congregate in the YouTube chat. You can congregate in the, in the Discord. And then when the live stream is off and everything, you can't be in the chat anymore, you can just head over there. I think it'd be cool. Do you live in San Antonio? Nah. No. But yeah, so join the Discord. But this right here, I mean, they have a choice. If they choose that option, I mean, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to be sad. I'm just going to be like, okay. All right. Ruin it if you want. Go for it. I don't care. So, one thing that's special right now is we can't really have any bad news. That's the kind of cool part right now. There's nothing that the Spurs, especially we know how our front office is. There's nothing that they're going to do at this point where we would get bad news. If they trade for him, it's not going to be for too much. It's going to be reasonable. And we go deep into the playoffs. If they don't, we're literally still getting Dylan Harper. And we're going to be a very good team. And Fox and Wemby is going to be a sight to see. And we have a legitimate offseason with Wemby as well. So we'll be all right. Can't hear after parties the same with Diddy. Yeah, Discord is the after party. Yeah. I live in San Antonio and got a couple cards autographed the other day. I'll send you one, Clan. Dang, thanks, man. Yeah, that would be awesome. And I guess either tell me on Twitter or tag me on Discord or just jump into the next live stream whenever you send it and I'll go check. I haven't been at that P.O. box in so long. It's been so long. I need to go up there. Their hours are too weird. Update on Wemmy's blood clot, 100%. We don't really have an update. I think we heard that it was going well, or like the last thing we heard was Fox talk about how it went well. But I mean, we can kind of just see it. Like, he's all over the place. Flew over to China. That was another thing people were worried about. Like, can you fly with that? Flew over to China, flew some other places. Like, I think he's doing good. What's crazy is that we really haven't seen Wemby and Fox together, Clan. Like, people are forgetting. It's going to be that good. That good. Suns would be dumb not to trade. You have to. He is literally saying he is gone after this coming. You have to. Like, there's no waiting this out. I guess they could wait out to the draft deadline, you know, and wait for like a contending team to realize, hey, we really need him. They would have more options if he was open to go anywhere. If he was open to go to Minnesota, they would be good, but that's just, he doesn't. It sounds like he just wants to go to an organization with not too many, like, good coaching, not too many distractions, where he can just hoop, you know, which is fine. All right, there was one more thing I wanted to go over. But I don't know if I reposted it, but I have to have it on here. Oh, found it. Cool. All right, and guys, I will be live again Friday night, more than likely. It might be Thursday night, but probably Friday night. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. See how I'm feeling. Right now, it's so hard to make plans when I'm this sleepy. Like, all right, but I found it. Hold on. Trained to be a wrestler now? No, I just got back from the gym. All right, guys, our boy Dylan Harper is so freaking good. Now, one thing I brought up earlier in this live stream is he has an incredible bag, right? Like, a lot of times when I watch really great players, like Kyrie Irving, which I'm not saying he's like Kyrie Irving, he doesn't really play like Kyrie Irving, but this is similar in that regard, where Kyrie has a counter for a counter for a counter for a counter, right? It just looks like an art form when he's out there. It just looks so easy. And when you watch Dylan Harper, even in these one-on-ones, it's impressive. You're gonna see him be put in situation, one in particular, where a situation where you're like, oh, okay, well, he just lost that possession, and he finds a way to score. He is so fast, so quick on his feet, smart, savvy. He's all of it. He's going to be really, really good. He's going to be an elite scorer, guys. And he's a good defender as well. So let's take a look. So fast. Hold on. I'm sorry. We're going to go through the whole thing, but he is so quick, bro. Tough. This might be the play I'm talking about. How? That's impressive, bro. right there, I was like, when I was watching this, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, he's going for a fade. Picked up his dribble and still found a way to score. Look where he's at. Like, look how far he is from the basket. Post moves. Oh, he has insane post moves. Is he a lefty? Yeah, he's a lefty. Yeah, he's a lefty. But look how far he is from the basket. Ridiculous. Ooh, that's the James Harden step back. I think even the coach said, woo.
Stop. 5 boxes total. 1, 2. 2. Get up. Right there, corner.
It's kind of crazy, man, because when you say that he's going to be better than Steph Castle, some people take that as an insult. And it's not an insult. It's just that's how good he is. And I think it's okay to have a little bit of foresight, man. I think too often we're just waiting for like, what have you done for me lately type attitude. But like, I think sometimes you can look at players and just realize, yeah, he's going to be really good. A lot of people are like, well, let him play a game in the NBA before we say that he's better than Castle. And I understand that to an extent. But like, when you have this type of talent, y'all, let's be real. And if he's better than Castle, this is just how good he is. This isn't about Castle being bad. Castle is ridiculous. You guys know I love Castle. I've been praising him all season long, and I'm going to continue to praise him. But this is another... This is something else. And he goes at a really good pace as well. Just like Castle. But he goes at his own pace. He makes it look easy. He's not flashy for the sake of being flashy. Everything's with a purpose. He comes from NBA legacy with a coach that won multiple championships. So he's had immense resource, which, you know, NBA players typically do, but he had immense resources since day one. And very talented. Whose ceiling is higher? Dylan Harper's. Well, I don't know. That's not fair. Because I always say that Castle ceiling is SGA. But I just don't think he'll get there. Like, that's so ridiculous. Like, I don't think he'll get that. I don't think he'll get there. But right now, I'm going to say Harper, okay? I'm going to say Harper's ceiling is higher. I would even say his floor is higher. What about his playmaking ability? He has good playmaking ability as well. He's a good passer. When I say he has a counter to a counter to a counter, he's not like a one trick, right? He's not like a Dillingham. His counter is also passing out. Like, he's a good passer. He's a fine passer. Hold on. Actually, let's see. See if I can find something for you without getting copyright. Let me see. Give me a second. If I show NCAA footage, I'll get copyright for sure. Let me see if I can find something. I think it was some that posted. Wasn't it from Slam? Didn't Slam post something? Is that on here? Maybe if I'd say, hold on. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm looking through, y'all. I'm looking through. I just need a few clips to show his passing. That's 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Gosh, are we serious? Would you do a PJ Washington for the right price? I like PJ. Or I think he would be I think he'd be good for us. Or he's a good player for us. Kind of one of those guys that we need. Okay, honestly, maybe I can't find it. What is this? I know that's like stupid. Let's turn it down. Turn it off. Let's see. This is like this is like high school footage. I don't know if they're gonna show any on this. This is not what I was looking for. Oh, wait a minute. Nah, that's a little bit. He's a good passer. Sorry, I can't like bring any footage. I literally be copyright claimed. Okay, this is from Slam. But this was not what I was looking for. It was some Rutgers footage that I remember seeing. Here, while that plays, let me take a look over here. Let's see if I can find something. See, Dylan, Harper, Slam, okay, this definitely wouldn't be copyrighted. Hold on. Let's see here. That's not what we're looking for. Sorry, I can't bring it in. You just have to look it up. I don't think I'll be able to do it. Let me try one more thing. Castle is Derek White and Kawhi Leonard. I definitely see some D White. All right, here's a little outlet pass clip. That's Dylan Harper. Tell he's old because of how his hair looks. He's a good passer. I wasted a lot of time trying to find that, but you know, trying my best here. Hi from France. Hello. Hi from the States. But yeah. What's that? Clan, did you see the Raptors offer for KD? I don't know if that's real. It was too much from the Gambino person. Like, I don't know if it's real or not, man. I'll be real with you. I don't really want marketing. What's that about Castle? But no, Castle is a complete offensive player. Wait, hold on. I need to see your follow-up. We'll just have to take your word. But Castle is a complete... I wouldn't say Castle is a complete offensive player. I wouldn't say that. He's a really good player. He's good on offense, but he's not a... I wouldn't say that. Spice says, no, Castle isn't a complete offensive player. His jump shot still isn't good enough. But he can get there. Yeah. Oh, you meant to say Harper. Okay, yeah. Harper is undoubtedly, since you were looking for his passing highlights. Yeah, he does it. Yeah, he does everything. He does everything offensively. 3-point shooting can, you can work on it, but like, I mean, he's way better shooting off ball from 3. I think his catch and shoot percentage was very high. Harper has a low release shooter. See, I was worried about that too, but he creates so much space that it might not be that much of a problem, honestly. Yeah, he creates a lot of space. What do you think about signing Bobo? I'm not really sold on it, you know. Bobo seems like more of like a whoa, you got Wemby and Bobo type deal rather than a can we get somebody that helps us the most. He was trapped at half-court issues running the point. Who are we talking about? Dylan Harper? I'll have to see that. I didn't see that. I know that his team, Rutgers, is really bad. Like, I'll tell you that. They are really bad. We looked at something recently where it had to do with, it was a graph that had to do with how much attention he brings or how much pressure is on him. And it was like double teams bringing his way and how efficient of a passer he was out of that. And it was really good. So he does well in situations where they put pressure on him. You see Harper and Spurs close? No. I trust the Brian Wright decisions, even if it means trading number 2. Nah, I'm sorry. If you trade number 2 for like KD, I'm starting not to trust Brian Wright no more. That would be a crazy thing to do. I do trust our front office though. It'd have to be something a little less crazy for me to put trust in it. Not for KD though. The only reason I think, or the only way I think you trade the 2, Castle or Sochan, is if it's for Giannis. That's literally it. Other than that, nah. Excited to watch Harper in the Summer League. When is the Summer League? I'm getting ready to get off because I told you guys I'm sleepy and I did not mean to be on this long. When is the Summer League? Giannis, yep. Oh, okay, read my mind. Yeah. Giannis ain't coming. I'm over that. Yeah, no, he's not coming. July 26th is when it is? I'll be back. I'm going to Japan in July, but I'll be back. I'll be back by then. California Classic. Oh, that's why you said July, because your name July 26th. I'm so sleepy. I would have caught that. I would have caught that if I was awake. Not 5th to 8th. It probably is, bro. I would have caught it. 2nd, 14 for sale, and next year 1st. Well, no, calm down. And 2 second rounds move up to 1st. Wait. You want to trade the 2nd, the 14th for sale, next year's 1st, and 2 second round picks to get flagged? No, man. Dylan Harper is really good. It's like 1A, 1B, and then there's a drop off after those two. Don't trade up for Cooper, especially giving away all that. Yeah, that's wild. Don't do all that. You need to believe in Dylan Harper. He's that good. He would have been talked about way more if it weren't for Cooper Flag. I love Al Horford, but he's old. Well, you're going to have to get used to probably, especially when the contracts really start kicking in and we have to pay Wemby and we paying all these guys, you're going to have to get used to like veteran backup big men coming in, you know, and filling a role and having them for a few years and then switching it out and getting another one. That happens. It happened with us with Duncan. We did that all the time. I mean, how many big men came through San Antonio? The comments are crazy. I know this Sochan positive channel, but saying Sochan for Giannis straight up isn't a deal makes me mad. Who said that? Yeah, anybody that says that, that's not a good take, I think. So Sochan for Giannis is easy. I see it. He said, I wouldn't even trade Sochan for Giannis, to be honest, and Wemby play too well together to break that up. Oh, nah, you gotta be willing to give up. If it's for Giannis, you gotta be willing to give up Sochan. And the reason being is because Giannis, he's fine on the timeline. He's one of the greatest players to ever walk this earth. And what you would have him doing is like a crazy great version of Sochan. Even though Sochan, I don't know. I guess we'll see what Giannis. How's Giannis 3-point shooting been lately? I haven't watched a lot of Bucks games. I just got here, Clan, but what's your take on Harper playing with Fox? I think it's gonna be beautiful. A lot of people bring up like, oh, how can 2 guards work or 2 point guards work? But Dylan Harper, his off-ball numbers are actually very impressive. He's a smart player. He's a high IQ player, and his catch and shoot numbers are good. His cutting numbers and finishing at the rim is very good. Yeah, he works well. He's a really great off-ball player. Pacers 1 through 3 all under 6'6". Yeah, man. You don't have to worry about it too much. I really hope Halliburton can play. Their game is Thursday, right? So you got a little bit more time. Man, I really hope he can play. These like crucial games. But maybe they can win without him. They're a complete team. I wish McConnell was a Spur. He's awesome. Clan, I seen somewhere that Harper was guaranteed the starting spot. How would you feel about reigning rookie of the year coming off the bench day 1? I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't even know if Castle would care that much, honestly. He would have more responsibility than Harper coming off the bench. Also, I don't think anybody's guaranteed a starting spot, but it makes sense for Harper to start, in my opinion. Will you stream in Japan? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna have to figure it out. Well, actually, there's nothing to figure out. Y'all gonna have to be on my time. The time's gonna suck, but you gotta be on my time. I'll have plenty of videos uploaded, and then what I'll do is the days that I do want to stream, I'll just maneuver when that video gets uploaded, and I'll just stream in place of it. Well, then again, I'll mess up my. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really think that through. Yeah, because the time is really gonna mess it up. Y'all gotta be on my time though. Early streams now. Let's go. Early morning streams, yeah. That's true. Because if I do it at like, 7, 8 at night where I'm at, then yeah, it'll be early for you. Pain gonna be crazy. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna be all over the place, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna bring my laptop, so. Harper most likely not starting every game. We'll see. There's a lot of unknowns with how Mitch Johnson wants to go about this. Let's hop on Rivals Clan. D80. Who are you on Rivals? What's your name on Rivals? D80. I'm gonna jump on Rivals maybe tonight. I don't know. I need to eat. I need a shower. I need to eat. And then I might play some Witcher 3. I never played it before. It's gonna be my first time. Gills Arenas likes KD to Spurs. Some mixed. Alright, remind me next time we go live to go over that. Could you buy anime figures in Japan and resell them on your website? I don't know, but I wouldn't do that. If I buy anime figures, I'm keeping them. But I got so many right now, and like I said, I want to move there. Hopefully sometime next year. So I'll have an opportunity to get them later. I'm not planning on getting anything while I'm there. Maybe like a couple things for like family or something. But for myself, I kind of got the mindset like I'm gonna be here later, so I'm not gonna do it. But they're cheap in Japan. I'm saying take my cash, brother. Oh, that's what you're at. Oh man. Nah. Clan the Spurs fan in Japan. Oh yeah, I should put that on there. That should be the live stream. Clan the Spurs fan from Japan. I'll probably just do that. I have an anime Wimby figure of you. You have an anime Wimby figure for you. Okay. There's an anime Wimby figure? Get used to using a bidet. They're amazing. Dude, I got a bidet. They are great. But it's not as fancy as, you know, the high-end ones. All right. I'm hopping off. I appreciate the love. Sorry for being so sleepy. I will see you guys on Friday. Maybe earlier, maybe Thursday. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, and then obviously if there's breaking news, then we have to go live before then. So, but anyways, bye y'all. Have fun playing Witcher 3. Thanks, man. Let us rap for sure. All right, y'all. Good night. Bye.